Welcome everybody to this wonderful new moon in Aquarius. It is coming in Friday the 24th at 4:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your local listings of your time of the new moon. It's a beautiful new moon. It's 4 degrees of Aquarius. The new moon in Aquarius will give us a feeling of liberation with our intentions and our rituals. And this new moon is going to give us a set free, nothing's going to hold us back, being even more authentic. It's the new moon will give us this non-apologetic feeling because that's how Aquarius is. And it gives us this area of living fancy free, with some surprises to come in with the planet Uranus, the godhead of Aquarius, of surprising things, unsubtle things that will give us this burst of freedom, because that's what Aquarius is all about. Now, if you don't know or are new to this, working with the cycles, it's the new moon cycle coming in. The new moon is all about new beginnings, setting new intentions. Anything we start now in this area will grow and bloom over the next 6 months. So be specific with your intentions, and that's what we're going to have today. You want to flourish, and it's going to bring you over the next 6 months into June 2020. So that 6 month cycle, or even sooner, depending on how things flow with your intentions and how you set and how things just rock and roll in your life. Now, as Uranus being the planet over this new moon in the godhead of Aquarius, it rules Aquarius. Uranus does. It brings in revolution, and being more like more of an inventor type of power. It's more like you're an inventor. So it has like this revolution, I've got the power type of energy. You are going to see a lot of revolution things coming up politically and in your own life, as well as being an inventor power. Spiritual gifts too. They're going to bring in a lot of spiritual gifts, intuitiveness. Also, Uranus being the godhead of Aquarius, it also can bring in a shift of a moodiness or hypersensitivity. So that's just be alert to that as well. So be ready. The intentions that we're going to set. You want to be sure as we're moving into this new moon energy to make room for surprises. Don't be very rigid. I'll expect something instant or something something sporadic that might have, or spontaneous. That's what I want to say. Allow the spontaneity to enter into this new cycle coming in. All right. So here are some areas that you and I will be setting our intentions are, because we always do intentions and rituals. So there's 6 areas that you can choose from, or you may even be setting all 6. Always keep in mind that when you're setting your intentions, that you want to keep it simple so that you can be clear and concise. Also, journal your intentions as well, because I'm going to show you how we always do it here at the Ecliptic Spiritualist TV channel, the North Node, and welcome new subscribers alike. So there's 6 areas that you want to be receiving in with this new moon. So in this case, we're going to be one to receive in. We're going to be bringing things to us. All right. So these are the 6 areas. You want to be open to freedom in areas that you have need to be free of, or not be so rigid in to receive. Number 2 is spending more time or allowing time with maybe a group of your interests, friends, being open to receiving that. Sometimes people have been so focused on them over this past cycles because we've had Capricorn and a lot of that energy in of rigidness and just things scaling off. That is, this energy is going to allow us to free flow. We're bringing in friendships, groups, or areas of your interest. Number 3 is study. As you know, we have a book club, the Flowers in the Attic book club. So you're going to be more open to study, and that can be book clubs, workshops, seminars. That's something that you're going to add into receiving into yourself as well. That's number 3. Number 4 is you want to commit to a humanitarian type element. Maybe a cause that you've been interested in, volunteerism. That is a true aspect of Aquarius. All right. As well, number 5 is getting out of your comfort zone. Only you will know what that is. And number 6 is mingling, setting goals to do the extraordinary, something that you have been thinking of, and you're like, wow, this is like seems unattainable. But in this case, you're going to shoot for the stars, because if you shoot for the stars, you will always shoot to the moon. I'm sorry. And you know that if you shoot to the moon, you will always land amongst the stars, because you are a star. So you want to make sure that you do something extraordinary, be one of your intentions that you set. So when we get ready to set our goals, you always want to journal what it is in your grimoire and your journaling set. As well, you want to set, we're going to burn our intentions as well. You can go outdoors to burn it, if it's too cold for you, or too hot for you, because some of us is in the summer solstice and some of us is in the winter solstice. You can do it on your windowsill. Set you up a small altar that's like a makeshift altar, and we'll talk about that in the future video coming up. But you can make a makeshift altar right on your windowsill, set up there, open up your blinds, maybe crack the window, either way. And then that way you're seeing the moon, because you're working with the moon energy, and burn your intentions. Now, we always use Joss paper. This is something that we use to write our intentions on. You can do it whatever way you choose. Keep in mind that this is your own practice, your own magical practitioner skill. But we here at the Eclipse Spiritualist channel, we always use Joss paper. You can get that on our website. What we do is write our intentions down very thoroughly. We use Joss paper in our case because it has a seal on it, either silver or gold, and that's what the ethers and angels and spirit guides recognize, because it's a form of money in the astral plane. So what we do is we write all of our intentions down. Keep it simple, Sally, KIS, and you want to keep it as simple and concise and in the present. Okay, you always date it and your signature. The angels and spirit guides and the deities or whatever source that you work with know who you are by your signature, because there is no other signature identical to yours. So what we do is when we set our intentions, in this case of receiving in, we're going to roll it to ourselves. Okay, so we're rolling it to what? Our cells. We're going to roll it to our cells. Okay, and then what we do is that we burn it. So we take, and Joss paper burns very quickly, so we're going to light it. As you see, it burns very quickly, and we're going to put it in our fire dish. Okay, so that's our intentions. You can light it, and it's going out to the ethers. And there you go. Now, what you do with the ashes, Ranita? A lot of people will ask me, what do we do with the ashes? What we do with the ashes is that you can do several things. You can release it out into the atmosphere. You can release it into the waters, whatever way you feel, because it become part of the earth and it's traveling. Okay, so that's what we're doing with our intentions. Now, cleansing our space, our aura. Now, when we're always working with the moon, we always are, or working with our new moon and our full moon. In this case, is our new moon. What do? Well, with our new moon cycle, and full moon cycle, what we do is we always cleanse our spaces and cleanse our aura. So our aura is what our energy that precedes us. So we can use several things and cleanse in our space. As a practitioner, you should always have certain things with you all the time anyway. And that is a smudge stick, that's sage. You can use Palo Santo if you like. Another way is smudge sticks. These are like little broken pieces of smudging. You know, some people are very sensitive to smudging. It's, in my opinion, one of the best ways to cleanse your area. Or if you can't, you can always use, a spray, that you can make. You can always use a spray. This is a quick way, a little piece, or you use your full sage stick or Palo Santo. I don't have that as an example, but that's a stick. So you can use that as well. You know, always know that you have to cleanse your aura. So you can use a smudge stick, white sage. I like to use cinnamon inside of mine. You can use a spray that you can make on your own. Once you smudge and cleanse your space in your home or in everywhere, my recommendations is to always raise back the vibration very quickly behind it. And what you use is an incense. You can use Nam Champa, you can use frankincense and myrrh. I'll be using during this season with working, and I'll be using pagan magic and along with doing my bath. You want to raise the vibration back up quickly because when you cleanse out the area, when you're smudging, it sounds hollow with the spirits in your home or the energy in your home. It sounds like, oh, you don't want that. And then it takes a long time to bring the energy back in. You want to quickly raise it back up. Okay. Now, once you have cleansed your aura, in your home and your surrounding area, this is the you want to recite this particular mantra that I did put together. You can always close caption this and you will see what I'm saying. Okay, so this is the mantra that I'm using with this new moon as I cleanse my era or my area and my aura. All right, so as I'm cleansing it, as I'm cleansing, I'm going to recite, you know, from top, top to toe. I do cleanse from the inside to the outside. This is my ritual. So I'll start again. You feel free to recite this if you choose, or not. Okay. So from top to toe. So this is from my top. From top to toe. From top to toe, I do cleanse from the inside to the outside. I am restored. I am balanced. I feel aligned. I feel centered in my heart and in self. Standing tall under the dark light of the moon, I treasure myself, my gifts, and my weaknesses. I am whole. I am calm. I am ready for the year to come. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We always close with thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times. All right. So we have cleansed our area. Okay. So once we have cleansed it, we making sure that it's the vibration is there. Then we back it up with an incense to raise up the vibration. Okay. Now that's the mantra that I'm using to cleanse. Okay. Now, once that is done, we're going to always do our bath. So we want to always make sure that we are cleansing with a spiritual bath. Okay. Now the bath water is a spiritual cleanse. It's cleansing your aura, and it also is dealing with your insides as well, balancing out your chakras. We use certain elements that's part of the earth to go inside of our insides and do that deep cleanse along with doing reciting. All right. So what we're doing because we're lining it up with the Aquarius moon, the power color for Aquarius, the primary color for Aquarius is blue. So we're using a blue candle. Okay. You don't necessarily have to use this particular size. You can use whatever size you like, whatever you have handy, as small as a birthday candle. But we're using the primary color blue that represents Aquarius. Also, make sure that you just don't light your candle. I do have a video linked in the description box below how to cleanse your candles. Okay. Also, at the same time, to represent Aquarius, we are using amethyst. We're using a couple of crystals. Okay. We'll be using amethyst, That's a balancing and communication and a lot of other things with amethyst. We're also going to be using a moonstone crystal, both. Now this is the new moon, is bringing a shift and an energy of new beginnings. Okay, so we're using amethyst to balance out with communication with our crown chakra, and also making sure that we're balancing with other people as well. And then we're bringing in the moonstone crystals, bringing in this shift and new energy for the new beginnings of the new moon. Okay, also this is you can also choose whatever crystals you're led to do as well. You can use it. It's open-ended. It is your choice. It's your practice. But I'm suggesting these particular crystals to align itself with the new moon in Aquarius. All right. You can lay these items on the side of your bathtub or on your counter. If you do not have a tub, put the bath water I'm getting ready to tell you to put it in a bucket. Keep in mind, I do have a video on if you don't have a tub or don't have a bath, how do you cleanse? It's in the description box down below. Click it. You'll see how to cleanse, do a spiritual cleanse, and if you don't have a tub. All right. Now, the items that you're going to be using for your bath water, you're going to use 10 drops of lavender oil. We're tying into lavender oil as a calmness this time. So you can use 10 drops of lavender oil, 2 cups of sea salt, 1 cup of chamomile herbs. Okay, and the incense of your choice. The incense I'm choosing to use is Pagan Magic. One that you can use as a suggestion is New Moon incense. You can use frankincense or myrrh, or Nam Champa, whatever you choose. Or you can use also a lavender incense, whatever of your choice. But these are the suggestions that I'm giving. Okay, so in saying that, if you don't make your own bath water, a bath solution, I do offer it on our website. I offer a cleansing bath that I offer that is charged by the new moon. It's beautiful and you will feel it. Most people that get it, they're like, woo. It's very powerful because it's charged underneath that particular moon set. Now, you're also going to light your candle in the bathroom as well. Okay, and you're going to light it. I know you're going to ask me, how long do I leave the candle on? Well, you want this candle to finish out. So once you light it, let it continue to burn. If for some reason, for safety reasons, you're not able to do that, snuff it out properly. That's either wetting your finger and do it with your hand, or you take a snuffer and then you relight it. Never just blow out a candle. Blowing out a candle is a life force. It's an energy. It's a life force. You don't blow it out. Okay. Before you get into your bath, you want to charge it. Okay. Charge the water. You can take this bath 1 to 2 baths at night during this 3-day vibration, if able. If not, 1 bath minimum. Okay, so this is the mantra that I'm suggesting that you recite to charge your water before you enter your water. So let's begin. You're going to make sure that you take a deep breath. Then make sure that you're releasing and being calm, because you want that energy. You speak it into the water and making it come alive due to your energy. It already has a life force, but you're putting your life force into this water before you enter it. So this is the mantra over it. I charge this water with love and light. I charge this water on this new moon night. May my work here be magnified. May my heart center expand. May this water hold whatever healing, opening, or awakening that I need at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy the bath cleansing and receive that bath cleansing. You want to take quite a bit of deep breaths in this water, at least 30, while you're in the water, to feel your heart center or your heart chakra. It's going to bring a balance because you're tying it in with the vibration that you sent into the water. The water is alive and charged, along with putting the proper sea salt and levels and the lavender as a calmness and bring in that full balance. All right. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Allow this new moon energy to free flow into you and allow it to be a liberation and set freedom for yourself. Share this video with others to know that they can use the moon cycles and moon cycles, these lunar cycles, to change your life. They're life changing. You're working with that energy, that night energy, so you're developing yourself as a magical practitioner. And a lot of people come as new practitioners, whatever cycles they're in, maybe adding this into their 5 major religions and moving into a new practice to tie into what they are led to do, because most people are increasing their knowledge as we're moving into these new shift patterns spiritually. All right. And so in saying that, click the wiggly bell. Make sure that you're getting the notifications and all the wonderful information that comes from this channel on a daily basis. Have a wonderful new moon in Aquarius. Let's do it. Let's rock out. Enjoy it and enjoy all the intentions that you're bringing into yourself, and know that they will manifest because you are doing the work. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful new moon in Aquarius. See you later. Bye-bye.